Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today, we are going to look at a beer from a brewing company which I really like and which I hope to explore more of in the future. We're going to look at 4 beers from them and eventually a 5th, which is a Brett aged version of one of the beers that we'll look at. And the brewing company is called Nara Brewing Company. And Nara is a prefecture in Japan, and the city. The capital city is also called Nara, and the population of the city is about 360,000 or so. So it's a small city. It doesn't have a lot of big, tall buildings at all, and it's in kind of a sort of flat, a plain area. And it was an ancient capital of Japan about 12 or 1300 years ago, from about 690 to 790. It was the capital of Japan, and then the capital moved to Kyoto, but it still retained some power. These days, Nara is kind of regarded as sort of a sleepy sort of area, but it does have some of the oldest temples in Japan. Definitely, it's got the largest wooden building in Todaiji in Nara, the Temple of Todaiji, and the oldest wooden building in the world, a temple called Horyuji. So Nara was very important at a time when Japan was really establishing itself as a nation. A lot of contact with China and Korea at that time, so a lot of mixing at that time, and Buddhism was being established too as well. And the brewer at Nara Brewing is named Yasunori Namioka, and he founded Kyoto Brewing in 2017, and I met him a few times when he was working at Kyoto Brewing before he started his own company. They have a tap room in the brewery. And they're open on Saturday and Sunday only, and they will offer a few beers on tap, and they will also sell crowlers to you as well. And so it's definitely the best brewer in Nara. Nara doesn't have many. It has Nara Brewing Company and Nara Machi Craft Beer, which is a small brew pub, and the only other one I know of in Nara is a Sony Kogan beer, which is way out in the countryside, and so there's not a lot going on in Nara. But Namioka-san is definitely trying to make a name for Nara and the beer. On the label it says, "We want Nara to pass through the lips of everybody beyond our borders, and with that name we hold in our hearts the responsibility of representing our home. It's a mark of the utmost quality. It's an oath to us and to you." So it seems kind of serious about bringing the name of Nara to people, and they have done that with beer for sure. And now we're looking at the 4th of the Nara Brewing beers that we're looking at in this series, and this I think is a special one. They tend to do saisons very well, and this is one. This is called Nara Brewing Integral. You cannot see the name there, but it's right here, Integral, and it is a saison. And as it says here, it has it's 7.5% and 24 international bittering units. And the ingredients are Pilsner malt and Carapils for the malt, and the hops are Styrian Goldings and Merkur, and the only other ingredient is sugar, sucrose. And so this has been pretty highly regarded among beer geeks. It has only one rating on RateBeer, and that is at 4.2 out of 5, pretty high. On Untappd, there are 7 ratings, and they don't have any average yet for that. The Nara Brewing is put out a number of saisons. One was called Ptolemy, and the other was Fleming, and they often use names of scientists, philosophers in there as the names for the beer. And they say that they're really searching for a classic saison to make as a flagship beer. And this is another attempt at that. And so this is a bottle conditioned beer, of course. And what we're going to do is look at this today, and then there is another variety of the same beer, and it is a Brett version of this beer. So exactly the same ingredients, and but it's been inoculated with Brett, and they have a tag on the top to show that. And we're going to put this away for a while and let it mature, and let the Brett yeast work on it for a bit, perhaps a year, maybe 6 months or so, or a year, and then we'll try it. At that point, I'm sure I won't remember how this one was, but in any case, it would be nice to have them side by side, but probably a little too young for the Brett one. So, okay, well, we're going to open this one up now and give it a go. Okay, we have it open now, and there are little ghosts sort of flying out. It is starting to creep out, so I'm going to pour it out now. This is 7.5% and 24 IBUs. Ooh, it's kind of gushing out. Wow. You see the carbonation there. This is rather extreme. That's going to take a little while, I think, to get the foam down on this. Oh, it smells nice, though. Definitely a citrusy, pungent wheat. Does it have wheat? No, it does not. Okay, malt, Pilsner, and Carapils. It smells fresh and sweet and beautiful. Okay, it's going to take a while, but you can see look at the color here, and put it through the light. You see how extreme that carbonation is. It's a real typhoon going on there. A little tornado of carbonation rising up off the bottom of this glass. Okay, I'm going to have to take care of a little bit of this foam now. Okay, I'm back with this. I had to scoop out some of the foam. It was just overwhelming, and it won't stop. As you can see, the carbonation is still just going like gangbusters. And so my guess is that they, when they bottle conditioned this to do the re-fermentation, the sugar that they put in was maybe a little bit excessive. I'm not sure exactly why it is just streaming up like this, but in any case, yeah. So it does have a nice, fresh, zesty nose. Some kind of like citrus blossoms. It does seem weedy, but there's no wheat whatsoever. The spice is clearly there, coriander. So, kind of the malt, something like honey, perhaps. A light sweetness, but it's never not at all cloying. This is rich, fresh, refreshing as can be. Very crisp, very dry. This stands up with some of the classic European saisons, saison du Pont, for example. Maybe not quite there with the full complexity of a saison du Pont, but this is really, really good. And I'd say this is probably the best saison I've had in a year or so. they really have this one locked in, and I'm looking forward to trying this Brett version at some point in the future. Here. So this has good citrus, nice hoppiness that comes up 24 IBUs, kind of mid-range for a saison. Alcohol level 7.5 seems just about right. So they've dialed everything in here pretty well. Interesting, nice combination of hops with the Styrian Goldings and the Mercure. Styrian Goldings is used in a number of beers, notably, for example, Duvel, Belgian strong golden ale. It's gentle, but provides just like the right amount of grassiness, I think, and it doesn't overwhelm like a lot of U.S. hops would here at all. So they're searching for a classic saison, and they may have found it here with this one. I'm going to leave you now and let this beer warm a little bit and try it again and see how it works out then. So once again, this is Nara Brewing Integral saison at 7.5%, 24 IBUs. I'm not sure if it's still available or not. You can check their website, and you should do that just for the interesting artwork from the labels. And try Nara beers. You will not be disappointed. That's it for today, and stay well, drink good beer, and have a good beginning to the year. Bye-bye.